Fantastic. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play, where we're going to be getting on with good goods. Last time that's what we started. We also did some upgrades around here. This is all running a lot better now. This is the kind of thing that I'd like to have done in the first place, just didn't have the time. We're just cracking on. So over here at Nottington Mill, this is where our goods are coming from. We're getting chemicals in and we're creating goods. Now we could try and get clay and wood coming in. We do have some wood, and if we look at the map, let's see, where can we get clay and wood from? Well, I know that we need to find some forests, but there is actually a new forest nearby. There's one just here that we could hook up. If we go to industry chains, where's it gone? Come back, there it is, industry chains, and check out the cargo for clay. It just comes from a clay pit. Okay, so if we disable all these and turn clay pits on, there we go. And also, what else does a paper mill have? Wood, yep, just comes from a forest. Okay, so if we go like this, we've got clay pit turned on, we've got forest turned on, we'll turn the town names off. We can see that there is a nearby clay pit and there is a nearby forest as well. There's also one over here. So if we get this clay pit hooked up to one of these input lines, get this forest hooked up as well, probably this one, I don't know, we'll see about that. That's going to increase the amount of goods coming through, so that's a good point to start on. Now this line here is our milk line. It's separate to the line that we're on now. So I'm gonna put the clay pit on probably one of these lines over here. I don't know how much the land would change, but I'm thinking if I just go pretty much straight diagonal across here. So let's unpause the game and see what we can do about that. Alright, okay, so if we come down here like this and then just head straight up, we'll see if we can get to the clay pit from there. So E, hold control. There we are, we don't need it that big. Okay, so we're building it up, and then it goes down again, up and down. We got 47 million in the bank. It's quite high here. But can we just put a railway station on the top of that? I don't know. Let's find out. 2-track station there. Accepts clay. Flatland required. I guess we can just push that back a little bit more. Not accepts clay, supplies clay. Yeah, why not? Let's do it like this. So there, and just cross that over here. Yeah, looks good to me. Train 201's lost, that's fine. I don't care about that. There we go. Get those signals in there. Oh, wrong signals. So reload the game, it always resets the signals. I didn't mean to do that. It's okay, it's fine. I hate doing removal of signals like this. There we go. There we go. Can't believe it. Misclick just like that. The whole lot's messed up. And there. Right, okay, let's try again. Okay. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get a depot in. And a brand new train that's going to be transporting clay. So I guess we're using what trains are we using? If we go trains and we go replace vehicles, it'll be easy to see. We're using the 25 diesel. Alright, okay. Let's have a look at that on the list here. So this is the one we're using. It's 93% reliability. Yep, it's the best one so far. Let's get that put in there. And we need some sort of thing that's going to allow us to transport clay. You know what? Universal wagon. All cargo types. That's good, isn't it? We'll do it 5 long for now. We'll see how that goes. And then... we need to make sure it's refit for clay. There we go. And then we'll tell it to full load there. And come down here and unload. And then we'll clone it. So there's 3 of them. And send them on their way. Right, now what's wrong with train 146? Now, right, we've got this problem again. Here. Where one of these trains is lost because it's trying to get back. No, it's trying to get... It's fine. There's no problems. Fantastic. Done. Right. Food is still moving along quite nicely. There's none in there at the moment, but it looks like a good deal of trains are snaking around delivering food. Let's have a look at the statistics. We delivered 900 food last month. That is brilliant. Food is definitely back on the up. It's just the goods that we're now struggling with. Struggling one thing after another, aren't we? So with that in mind, let's go up and hook that forest in. It's a new forest. It's somewhere around here. I can't see it. I can't see the wood for the trees. Literally, I'm looking for a place that produces wood, and it's somewhere amongst these trees. Is that it? Yeah, I found it. Wow, that's... I mean, what I could have done is I could have gone Control X and just turn the trees off, and you can see that they're... I can turn them off completely. And you can see that there it is. Anywho, we need to try and get the wood down into this station over here. This is a wood line as it is. No thanks. So we could try and go over here and then down the embankment. I don't know how well that would work, but I think it'd be alright. So if we do something like that and that, cap that off there, and just pull it back so that it plops down lovely like this. Remove these 2 signals, do that. Now it is going down and up again, and it's not incredibly efficient, but it hasn't got far to go. And then I think we're pretty much there. I can't see very well. Yeah, we're running out of room actually. What we're going to have to do, I think, is just have... If we bring this down... 1, 2, 3, 4... We're going to have a 4-length station here. And we're going to have some smaller trains. Oh no, but if I could do that, I haven't got enough room to... Right, okay. I'm going to have to do something a little bit different. Let's go back to our 6th length platform. We'll put it there once I've expanded that out a little bit further. There we go. So we'll have our crossover here like this. No, further back still. Hopefully they won't hate me after all this. That's one more back, isn't it? I think so. Yes, right, here we go. So, because it's a terminus station, we can just go like this. We put the corner in. This is one of the worst possible combinations in terms of stuff. That should supply wood. Yes. Let's clone one of the wood trains. There's a wood train. They're quite small, these wood trains. We didn't control clone it though, so we can get rid of that top order, replace that one, do that, Nunnington Mill, la 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 la. Clone that, we'll have 4 of them looping round. I'm going to be optimistic. 99 tons of wood. I don't know how many tons of wood this one's doing. Oh, 152. Okay, so it's not quite as woody as that one. But that means we've got wood coming in, more wood, and in theory, yep, is that our first lot of clay? Yep, our first lot of clay is coming in, so in theory we should have loads of goods being produced over here now. We've got 126 crates of goods at the moment. The movement for the goods isn't the best, but we've got 3 platforms where they're loading, and it's alright. It's okay. It could be a lot worse. Some of the goods trains are starting to stack up a little bit. Should we get that other forest in? Where is it? Oh god. There it is! There's the other forest. Now, which line can I bring it in on? I could bring it in on the goods line, but I don't really want to do that. Oh, it's the end of the year. If we have a look at the statistics, passengers, mail and food are now pretty much nailed. It's just the goods, and we're working on it, which is cool. We could shuttle them over by vehicle. I don't really want to use any of these platforms. We've got an error over here with a train that can't find its way, but that's because all the platforms are taken. Yeah, it's not doing very good in terms of how to get that wood there. I guess I would have to cross both of these lines and come in somewhere over here to be able to do that. And I think the station spread would allow me to put another set of platforms there, but ooh, could we put some platforms here? Yeah, we can. I think so. No, we can't. Ugh. The station spread is too far out. We won't worry about that wood for now. We'll just quickly check the map to see if there's any more. There's another clay pit over there that's a bit out of our reach for now. We'll expand a little later. And then for goods in the south, I'm not too sure about that. We are creating goods with chemicals though, so anything we can do to increase oil production is good. Let's just check our stations to see total waiting cargo. There is a bit of oil waiting here, not a humongous amount. It's there are a number of trains on their way. The production there is still normal. Production over here is now enhanced. That's good. I'm thinking we might need more of those engineering trains, whatever they're called. Engineering supplies, yes, that's it. Oh god, this is just so bamboozling. Ideally, what we want now, this is what we really want, is on this goods line, somewhere around this pond, is something else that produces goods that we can bring, that we can, like a new industry that we can utilise other things around here that isn't yet being done, like this fertiliser plant or something. Let's pause the game. There's no reason to have the game running while we're planning. We go industry chains and we go goods. There we go. We know what accepts it. Let's have a look here. So, producing goods, we've got a paper mill, which we've got already. Plastic plants, textile mill, and metal workshop. Is it a textile mill or what we've got already? It's a paper mill we've got already. Okay. So, we've got all of these sheep farms. We could have that go to a textile mill. If we did that, the sheep farms and mixed farms, glassworks, yeah, the sheep farms and all the mixed farms in the area, we could pump into the textile mill to make goods. We can also steal some of the manufacturing supplies to increase production. The question is, are there that many of those sorts of industries around? So let's clear the industries that we've got. Oh no, I made the screen too big, I can't see. Disable all, there we are. So it's the farms, it's the arable farm. And is it sheep farm? Dairy? No, it's not. Is it dairy farm? It's the other kind of farm. It's not a dairy. It's not an arable. It's I forgot. Oh dear. Let's try again. Goods. I'm going to keep this window open this time. Textile Mill. It is a sheep farm. Sheep farm. There it is, sheep farm. There's apparently quite a few of them. So looking at this, there is a sheep farm here. There's a farm there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably 8 or 9 farms in the area that I might be able to pull in to make those sorts of resources. There's loads over here actually. Maybe we could have this coming in from a new way. More goods. Yes, if we put something here and bring in goods that way, that'll be good. This is going to be a goods production section. So, right, this this up here is our food production network. All of this, I think, round here boils down to food production. And then we've got food production there, but I think we've got a lot of space and a lot of stuff we can do with goods around here. So let's do that. We've got the money, we've got this time, we've got the game is paused. There we go, we can just fill in that gap there. Just bring that out to here. Cracking. Okay, this is our kind of starting point. Our basin. A lot of the land was this sort of height round here anyway, so it's just a little bit of a shimmy. And we are going to fund a new industry of I said I was going to keep it on the screen and I didn't. Silly me. Industry chains. Goods. Textile Mill. This is what we want on the screen. I'm going to pin that. There we go. Okay. So we're going to get a textile mill. There it is. Textile Mill. We're going to fund that right in the middle here. Plop. And we're going to have a lot of platforms around this. Okay, so what we'll do is, I'm not going to use an electrified railway yet because we're still on diesel trains. We'll do 6 tracks by platform length 6. We're going full hog. This is a brand new operation. We're going to go... Yes. 6 plus 6. 6, 12... 13, 14, 15. Yeah, this will work. This will work, he says. In theory, I should be able to do this. One massive station. Oh my goodness, look at that. Now, these are all going to have to be terminus. No, they're not, actually. These ones are going to have to be terminus. These ones can be row-row. So let's do these ones as a row-row. So obviously these ones are going to be coming from this direction. That can be an out and that can be an in. There we go. Let's just remove that. Oh god, it's all going a bit funny. So we go in. There we go. Let's get a signal on the end of that. I haven't really planned this properly. I will say that right away. I haven't planned this properly. What I'm doing is I'm starting from the textile mill and I'm just working outwards. Seeing what happens. Okay, so that is that station there. This one will do something similar. We'll have that come in like this. That peel off like that. And we'll have a row-row here. Now for row-row, I think one of these row-rows should really be the picking up of the goods. Because that's usually a really good thing. Now these are... Well, actually, I could move these platforms along a bit and then they could all be row-row. And I can't see around that building. Industry is transparent. Thank you. There we go. Right, so if I do that, that's going to come out this way. That's going to look weird if I do that. There we go. So this one's going off that way, and we'll do... We won't do that. We will leave a bit of a space so we can get some depots in. then kink it in. Right, okay. So these platforms here, they're perfectly fine, but we need more space. So let's go platforms, remove, and we're just going to delete those last two pieces of track and replace the platforms here and here. Brilliant. Now, again, we're going to have, I think it's, is it imports or exits? No, it's exits this time. I don't think I've ever built a station like this before. I don't think I've gone this complex with it. But I'm determined that this is going to be like the goods hub. It's going to be cracking. Okay, yeah, let's just have that go off this way. So we've got that one kinking round that way. I think I've built this one the wrong way around, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll worry about symmetry when we got the time for it. I don't feel like I have the time for symmetry right now. Although I can hear you all shouting already, there's always time for symmetry. I know what you all are like. So that goes straight in there. That one, and then this can't be symmetrical because of the way the platforms are facing. Although an argument could state that I could move the platforms. I'm going to move the platforms around. See, I hope you know what I'm doing, because I don't. So hang on, let me get this straight. That one's correct. Alright, I'm going to pause this, fix what I've done, and I'll be right back. Okay then, as if by magic, I have now fixed the orientation of these. Now, I can't make it perfectly symmetrical because of a number of technical reasons, little tiny fiddly things that I can't go... Well, I could go into, but that'd be a whole episode on itself. But it is more or less symmetrical in the fact that we have the track coming in on that side, coming from the top, and this side, and this side, and this side, and then they all sweep in. They all have this kind of east-westerly sort of platform direction. I did try turning them around. It didn't work how I wanted it to. Jobs are good, and though I quite like it like this. Gonna pop in the depots. So we want let's see, depots as close to the entrance here as possible, and we're gonna try and have one on the exit there and as close to the entrance there. One on the exit, entrance. We can't have one on the exit there, but we can have one there. And then a similar sort of thing over here. One there. And I think these ones are slightly different because of the layout of the north and south. Because of the way that it's all a little bit kinky. There we go. So we've got a double depot before and a double depot be after nearly everything. We just can't do it here. Because of the station corners. Right, that is our textile mill. We're going to rename the textile mill. That's text, and that's tile. Yeah, we're going to put mill on the end. There we go. Right, okay, so it's Drenderworth textile mill, and it's in, and we can start adding stuff to that. And we can start linking it in, ready for goods to be brought in. So I'm going to do that right now. Now, which way shall I do it? I think this is where we're going to do the goods, because this line here links up nicely to this income station in Hellishville South. The only problem is that this station is not yet big enough. It needs to be this big. So let's do that. So platform length, as always, 6. We're going to have another 4 tracks facing... Four tracks facing this way. Is that how we did it? It is, isn't it? It's 2, 2 and 2. Yes. Now we've got the money, because when I first put this station in, I didn't have the money. We're going to flatten this off and flatten that off there as well. and we'll do the standard sort of station setup here. So we do an out, we do one going across there, and then there's a bridge of 4, and then I think that continues straight. This one here, we're going to have a crossover there as well. There we go. And this comes out one and then crosses the line there. That's all the entrance that we put the signal in now, before I forget where it goes. And no, not tunnels, there we are. And then this one comes down and connects up somewhere along here as well, probably there. Brilliant. Put the bridge in and it all suddenly makes sense, right? Well, it does to me. We don't need signals for going out because it's a terminus station. We don't need one there either, so we'll just do this, signal this up. Oh, actually, we do need one, and that is in the wrong place. It needs to come here to allow a signal after the bridge there. We've got a signal after the bridge there and a signal there, then we're okay. Flip that round and good. Right, now so this line here is going to replace the existing line that we can see with these passenger trains. What I'm going to do is I'll drop it down there, or a little bit before. We'll drop it down a little bit before to allow a bit of slopey goodness. Slopey goodness. There we go. I'm going to link that in. Now we're just going to cut that entrance line off there and pop it in there. And this exit line will allow both for now. Just expand those signals down. And those ones too. So there we go. That's the platforms for, or the new platforms for the food in service. There is passengers running on there temporarily as well. How's the food doing here? The trains are backing up lovely. And then we're going to have goods in on this side. Once all these passengers and other trains have got out of the way, we'll do that. The line will come along here like this. I suppose I may as well just do a big long... Oh, I did a little tiny bit by accident there. Now let's do a big long flat line to mark that out. It's going to come through here at that level. And then it links up with this, which is only... Well, actually, it's the same level. It's the same level. We'll cut this corner like that. And that's going to be pretty much it, I think. So if we come to here like this... Oh, that's brilliant. So we're going to be able to get goods from our textile mill with a nice straight railway line that almost matched up perfectly. Let's just remove those bits there. There we go. We just... Oh, I was going to say we just have to wait for all these other trains to disappear, but they have gone, so we can do this. Just do a bit of flat land near the station so we can do our junction, and then we'll bring that up to there. Remove all these bits because we don't need them anymore. There we go. Probably stop singing. I'm trying to increase the number of people who watch my YouTube channel, not decrease it by singing. What's going on? Why didn't that lay? Estimate. Have I got shift held down somewhere? Oh no, we just had some lag, I think. Or did I not notice? Ah, there's a pond in the way. Pond in the way. There we are. Right, okay. And I think that will go up to about there. So this should be easy to build this because it's just a copy of what's beneath. Last time I did it, I had to think a little bit. This time I shouldn't really have to think. I should just be able to do and just copy like that. Yeah. Brilliant. That all works out absolutely lovely. Now the one thing that this doesn't have naturally is a lot of depots. We can get round some of the depots by having them here as relief depots, but what you really need is before station depot and after station depot. Keep going on that before and after station, and really on long journeys you should probably have depots in more regular places as well, but this line needs upgrading anyway. This passenger service needs to come in somewhere else and all that sort of rubbish. but we are now ready to pick up goods. The only problem is we have no goods. So that's what we're going to do next time. The textile mill is going to start bringing in stuff that will allow it to make goods. Remember, we're allowed to use wool and plant fibers and manufacturing supplies. If we get... Let's see here. Production will step up if manufacturing supplies are delivered within 1 month of other cargoes. So we need a supply of manufacturing supplies. So if we go industry chains, when we have a look at the manufacturing supplies, I think a dedicated manufacturing supply around here would be really good, because the manufacturing supplies up here are produced at this mill, which would be a nightmare to pick up, and we're using them for the food here. So I don't want to dip into these manufacturing supplies in order to help out with the goods. I want a brand new source of manufacturing supplies over here, somewhere near our textile mill. Let's have a look. Wow. Okay, so manufacturing supplies can be created by paper mill, plastics plants, glassworks, recycling plant. Recycling plant might be a relatively easy one. Glassworks might, plastics maybe not. Paper mill, clay and wood around this area. Metal workshop might be the best one. Does it have any primary? Steel mill? No, it doesn't have any primary resources. I think the recycling plant, no, that comes from a recycling depot. Glassworks, none of that is primary. Plastics plant, none of that is primary. Paper mill goes for a forest. We can make manufacturing supplies from forests and clay pits, so I think that's what we'll be doing over here. If we have a look at this area, we can add forests. So there is a forest down there. There's 2 forests down there. Is there a clay pit near there as well? Oh, there's a couple of clay pits. Right, okay. So you see we've got 2 forests and 2 clay pits. If we put a paper mill, I think it was a paper mill, whatever the thing is that I wanted to put in, where's it gone? I'll figure it out. In the middle of here, bring that up to our textile mill. We'll have our manufacturing supplies nicely. Yeah, really looking at that now. That is good. Okay, so we'll put a sign in. Put the thing here. Brilliant. So we'll put the thing there. We'll connect those 4 things up. We'll start bringing manufacturing supplies into the textile mill. We'll link up. We've already linked up the goods, but we'll add the goods trains, and then we'll get all the farms in the area linked up to that mill as well, and we'll have more goods that we can shake a good stick at. Or something. I love this station. I love this layout. I think it's going to be really good. It's making me want to kind of adapt and grow and improve the rest of it. I mean, I'm quite happy with this. This looks quite electronic. So I'm interested to see how this part of the network pans out. But that is going to be all for now. A little bit of a longer episode than normal. Thanks for watching. Take care as always, and leave all your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments section below. I do read all your comments and respond all to the ones that I can. And if you want to see more OpenTTD and you're not already subscribed to my streams channel, make sure you go over to my other streams channel. The link to that, you can find that on my website and go to my places. On there is more OpenTTD from live events and from live streams as well. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.